I can't stress this enough. Women grow by compliments and men grow by competition. It has always been that way. If you're made like me, you can maybe remember the times when you were a kid and you did like some sports activity, you were out like fighting with sticks or um, just playing around outside in nature. You always were competing with others, not even intentionally. Like you were just playing normally, but you always made a challenge out of it. Like I remember being in the garden with my brother and like stick fighting. Every single time we made a competition out of that. Who can get more hits, who can get hit less, or even like swimming in a swimming pool in the garden or going out somewhere swimming in the lake. It was always a competition of like who's the fastest swimmer, who can hold their breath longer underwater. And it's always been that way, but like modern day has us convinced that it's not good or that it shouldn't be this way and that women should also compete. But men grow by competition and women grow by compliments. You can imagine your woman like a flower. You know, there's a pot and there's a bit of dirt inside, and it's just like growing a tiny bit, and like you see like the green bits coming out of the dirt. And every single time you compliment your girl or you compliment any girl on something, you're watering the plant and also giving it sunlight and nutrition. And the more you do that, the more the plant grows, and grows. So when you want your girl to go into a certain direction, give her compliments on that. If your girl should work out more, don't tell her you look ugly, you're fat, you should go to the gym more often. Don't tell her that. Say instead, you're so pretty when you're sweating, you're so like sexy when you're moving your body, something like that. Like I've got the example from the book The Way of the Superior Man. It's basically like the Bible of Seven Proven for Men, the Bible for men. It talks a lot about masculine and feminine energy. And he says that, and it's absolutely true. I've seen this in I was in two relationships. I'm in the second right now. I've seen this in the first relationship, and now I'm seeing it in the second relationship. Every time I compliment my girl on something, I give her compliments. I tell her she looks good, that she likes the dress, that that the dress looks really nice on her. She's gonna wear the dress more often. But the problem is for weak men and men that are not on self-improvement, they're complimenting the girls on wrong things. They're complimenting the girl for posting on social media and saying you look so good in the picture. But like people in self-improvement, we don't want our girl to be on social media because it's bad for mental health. And if you're a very anxious person, it also creates like this competition or this anxiety of, oh, other people are looking at my girl. They could maybe write her or hit on her or even jerk off to her, something like that, like stupid thoughts. So if you compliment your woman on something which is like bad, that's also gonna grow. But like I said, if you compliment your woman on something good, for example sports, or when she's wearing this type of outfit, she looks really good, or when she has no makeup on, you tell her that she looks better than with makeup on, or when she's, I don't know, performed good in her career or good in her school and she got like an A, you can tell her, yeah, nice job for getting an A. I'm proud of you. You did well. What did you like? Did you study? Like, oh, nice, it was good. Do it that way next time. And then she's more likely to succeed next time. She's growing by compliments. Girls grow by compliments, men by competition. And every man is competing with one another. Like, it just happens naturally. We are 8 billion people on this earth. Half of them are men. Let's say 4 billion men on this earth. You don't know 4 billion men, but you're constantly competing with them. You're competing with them in sense of money and status and getting girls. Because if you're single right now, there's a future wife, like a girl out there who could be your future wife. She's gonna take the man who is stronger, who is wealthier, who looks better, who is better mental health. And someone out there might outperform you right now. Someone out there might do better than you. And he's gonna be like, just like, let's say 10% better than you in 10 years. And then you meet that woman, and he meets that woman, but that guy is 10% better. She's gonna take him, not you. And you just miss your chance. of getting your dream girl. We're constantly competing with guys around you that you know in the gym. You're competing unintentionally or maybe intentionally to increase your productivity, or even in school, everyone is like just there doing their own stuff, like writing the exams. But what happens when you get the results? The teacher gives you the paper back. Your paper says B. Someone else's paper says A. The guy with the A grade who got like better results, better grades than you, you're gonna feel jealous of him, and he feels better than you. He maybe looks down on you, and you're like comparing your results, and you competed even though you didn't know it. It has been that way since forever. And as a child, like you don't have that many influences on you, and you only get conditioned later on in life. Like as a child, you get influenced a lot and stuff like that, but you don't really think about, oh, competing is good or competing is bad. You just go out and play with your brother or with your friends and do like a stick fight, and whoever wins is like the winner. But in the modern day, like especially in school, it's like we don't really talk about that stuff, and we don't like most men aren't even aware of competing with one another. But this is like a mindset which is very powerful for business, for everything in like a self-improvement journey. People these days also say, don't compare yourself to others, don't compare yourself, don't compare yourself. If you think back tribal times, 1,000 years ago, we had tribes. Your dad is a locksmith, the other one is like a farmer, and the other one is like a hunter. If you didn't contribute to the tribe well, and someone else did better than you compared yourself to someone else, and that son was doing better than you in hunting than you did, you would have less respect. If you didn't contribute at all, you would maybe get killed or get kicked out of the tribe. And he gets the nice woman because he's like the good farmer, he's like the good hunter. Everyone looks up to him. He brought us home. He brought us home one deer. You didn't. He gets more validation. He's getting the woman. He can provide for his family. He's a good hunter. I can marry him. He will bring us food. This guy over here, no, he's not so good at hunting. He's not so good at farming. He can't provide for us. He can't give us food. Like 1,000 years back, it would have been detrimental for you. You would have get kicked out of the tribe. You would have died, and you couldn't. The most important thing, you couldn't spread your seed. You couldn't keep alive your bloodline if you didn't perform well because you wouldn't get the woman. And getting kicked out of the tribe basically meant death back then. And our minds didn't develop that much in the past like 10,000 years. But our environment changed heavily. Like we have technology right now. You're literally watching this on the screen, and I can speak to you over the internet, and you don't even know me in person. So, but our brain doesn't know that. Like our brains are still like they were 1,000 or 10,000 years ago. So when you're competing with men and you lose, you feel the same pain as back then. It basically feels like you're dying, you're getting kicked out, you're being left behind because you're not performing as well. You have the same pain in the modern day, but in the modern day, it doesn't mean death or getting kicked off the tribe. It just means, oh, you got a worse grade or you lost that fight or whatever. I have my first like professional fight in about 2-3 months. Like, I'm doing kickboxing. I'm training since like half a year now, almost. I went to training like 25, 30 times. I went every time I could. Every time I had time, I went. Sometimes life gets in the way. Sometimes, like last week, I was on a class trip, so I couldn't go. Sometimes I have to do other stuff like help my family or go to driver's license school instead of training. But I'm constantly comparing when I'm training myself with others. And I am taking my fight in 2-3 months super seriously. It's not even like a professional fight, it's just like an actual tournament. Like before I just did sparring and like training, sparring training. But this time it's actually like I'm fighting against people I don't know, and I can win, get first place, get a gold medal, or second place, get a silver medal, or third place, get a bronze medal, or if I'm terrible, fourth, fifth, sixth, I don't know, place. And It wouldn't mean death for me. It wouldn't mean like much to me, but I would lose respect in front of my family. I would lose respect in front of the people I train with. I would lose respect for my girl, even if she says like I will still love you. It's no problem. She wouldn't leave me for that. She wouldn't leave me for not performing well in that kickboxing match, in the kickboxing tournament. But she would certainly lose a bit of respect for me unintentionally. If she's watching me, I'm just getting beat up. She would lose some respect for me. She wouldn't leave me, but she would lose some respect. The pain of losing, I imagine myself, if I imagine myself losing in the tournament, would be insane. Like I said, it doesn't mean death to me. I don't get kicked out of the tribe. I don't lose my woman. But the pain is the same. I would feel huge pain. I could never imagine I'm so afraid of failure. That's why I'm training so hard. I'm so afraid of I'm constantly competing with other men. And if I fail, they are doing better than me and they take what I want. And I can't let that happen. And you should have the same mindset. It's super powerful. You might say it's a bit toxic, it's a bit too harsh, too strong, but I want to be on top. And there are other men who want to be on top. We're constantly racing, 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 racing. Someone's gonna be at the top, and I want that to be me, not anyone else. Girls go by compliments and men go by competition.